Hello everyone, this is day 2 of $100 to 10K, and today's Thursday, November 6th, and we're going to go over the trade I took today. So going into market open, I had honestly a pretty bullish bias because we had inversed this 4-hour gap. We had also fully filled the new week opening gap for last week, but I think I read this wrong. I should have been bearish because even though we close over this, we failed to make a new higher high, and we're still respecting this 4-hour gap. And then also on the 1 hour, we were of course here disrespecting all of these 1 hour gaps, but all of these, and this created this 1 hour bearish gap, and then we tapped into this and respected it. So we were respecting this 1 hour and dumped, and we were also respecting that 4 hour that we couldn't close past. So probably should have been bearish, just a bit of like a oversight, I think, but I'm gonna journal that and move on. So yeah, so basically, since I was bullish, I was looking for a sweep of London lows, and just further like just a open low high close. So as the market opened, we started dumping. We got this inversion right here where we swept past London lows, and on ES we also we didn't. So we made this bullish SMT, but because we were truly bearish on NASDAQ, like more so than NQ, or sorry, more so than on ES, it wasn't a bullish SMT. It was just that NASDAQ was leading and was just taking out lower lows first. So this wasn't a valid bullish SMT. And also because ES was this close to the draw and the draw was still intact, it's best not to take it. It's better always to wait for the this low to get taken and then take the inversion. So this was not a very good setup that I took. So the highest time frame inversion here was the 3-minute leg. So I would have entered off the close of this candle, but I took a limit order somewhere around here, right the next candle, I think. Yeah, like I think it was on this candle, and I was targeting some unfilled gaps above my stops below, and I should have went break even at these highs, but I didn't for some reason. Kind of like strayed from my rules there and took the full loss on this one, which is unfortunate. Yeah, just not the best trade. Honestly, just need to do better on this one. Like, look at the charts better, and just like, yeah, my analysis has to improve. But yeah, so now obviously I waited till 9 a.m. For me, it's 9 a.m. because I'm in Central Time. But and the 4-hour candle inversed this 4-hour gap, and we still had previous day low intact. So at this point, it's pretty obvious that the drawn liquidity is previous day low. So all I'm doing now is waiting for a continuation setup. So what I do is I wait for 5-minute gap to be formed, 5-minute or 15-minute, and they both get made, and we get a reaction. We get a reaction into this 15-minute right here, off this 15-minute gap over here, and it fills this 5-minute gap and sweeps the devil's mark, but it doesn't take this 5-minute gap, which is probably what I wanted, although because it was the discounted gap. Because let's just check here real quick. Yeah, it still took equilibrium, so this is fine, but obviously this would have been the better situation if I also swept this. It would have been a bit higher probability. But okay, so then I scaled back down to the 1-minute, and I look for the highest time frame inverse in the leg, and then I'm in right here on the close past this inversion, and I'm break even at the internal high, which is also resting within a fair value gap. So this could be a place of rejection. But also, this is also a question I have, like on the 3-minute, technically this was the leg, this big leg, so then this was the gap, and you would have gotten a later entry. But since this is since the 1-minute made like a new trading leg, would I take it off this new trading leg or just like the big trading leg? Like that's like still a question I have, but I took it off the 1-minute, which I guess is slightly lower probability than 3-minute. But it worked out for me, and I had a clear idea in mind. anyways, so I got in and I was just targeting this all this like low resistance and this sell side liquidity here, and we ended up playing out pretty nicely. Just really quickly it banked, and then I think eventually it actually did hit the previous day low draw. Would have just taken longer. Yeah, there we go. So it hit previous day low, so draw was correct, and I managed to pass the eval that I was on. I was on a Alpha Future 0 eval, so we passed it with this one. And now I will be on the funded, and hopefully have 5 consistent days, and we can take our first payout, our first goal towards or step towards that 10K. And yeah, that's the trade recap, and I'm gonna go journal now. So thanks.